Bruce Lee was one of the most influential martial artists in history, and this video explores a moment that reveals how his mindset redefined power, control, and mastery. April 17th, 1971. Los Angeles, California, at a private wrestling gym hidden behind an unmarked brick facade, a place that did not exist on any public schedule. The clock on the wall reads 6:42 p.m. The sun is already low, its light slipping through narrow windows high above the mats, cutting the dust-filled air into pale, motionless beams. The room smells of canvas, sweat, and old metal. There's no crowd, no cameras, no tickets, only a handful of men standing quietly along the walls, their arms crossed, their voices lowered, as if instinctively aware that whatever happens here should not echo beyond these walls. In the center of the mat stands a man built like a monument, 120 kilograms, thick neck, broad shoulders, a wrestler whose entire life has been devoted to one principle: pressure breaks everything. He comes from a world where gravity is a weapon and mass is authority, where dominance is proven by pinning another human being into stillness and forcing them to accept the weight of inevitability. He rolls his shoulders once, loosening them. The mat shifts under his feet, compliant. This is his terrain. This is where lighter men learn humility. Across from him stands Bruce Lee. No ceremony, no visible preparation. Just a slim frame in a dark training outfit, barefoot, his posture upright but unforced. He does not bounce. He does not flex. His arms hang naturally, hands loose, fingers slightly curled as if holding nothing at all. To the men watching, the contrast is uncomfortable. One man is built to dominate space. The other seems barely to occupy it. The wrestler studies Bruce openly, not with malice, but with professional certainty. He has seen men like this before. Fast men, technical men, men who believe movement can outrun mass. They always end up in the same place, flattened, breathing shallow, learning the truth of the ground. This won't take long. Someone murmurs near the wall. The situation itself feels wrong. A mismatch engineered by curiosity rather than sense. Bruce Lee is known for speed, for striking, for philosophy. This man is a grappler, trained to close distance, to crush space, to end movement entirely. There is no agreed rule set, no referee calling points. Just one understanding. The wrestler will attempt to impose his weight. Bruce will attempt not to let that happen. A challenge that should not exist. The wrestler steps forward first. His footsteps are heavy, deliberate. Each step presses sound into the mat. He lowers his stance slightly, center of gravity dropping, arms ready to wrap, to connect, to anchor. Bruce does not step back. He inhales slowly through his nose. The sound is barely audible, but in the quiet room, it feels amplified. His chest rises, then settles. His eyes are not fixed on the wrestler's face, but somewhere lower at the line where balance begins. The men watching feel it now, the strange tension that comes not from aggression, but from restraint. The wrestler moves, not explosively. He doesn't need to. His confidence is rooted in certainty, not speed. He advances with the patience of someone who knows the end is inevitable. His arms extend, ready to close, to pull Bruce into the physics that have never failed him. For a brief moment, it looks exactly like everyone expects. Then Bruce shifts. Not backward, not sideways. Forward, but not into the wrestler. At an angle so subtle, it almost escapes notice. His lead foot pivots a few degrees. His hips rotate, just enough to realign his spine. His breath releases, long and controlled, as if he has been waiting for this exact fraction of a second. The wrestler's hands reach where Bruce was. They close on empty air. The sound that follows is not dramatic. It is the soft scuff of skin against canvas. The quiet exhale of a man whose momentum has nowhere to go. The wrestler adjusts immediately, stepping again, faster now. His confidence hasn't broken. It has sharpened. He reaches once more, this time committing his weight, driving forward, intending to remove all options at once. Bruce yields, not by retreating, but by softening. His knees flex. His center lowers. His shoulders remain relaxed as his body turns with the incoming force rather than against it. It looks, for an instant, as though he is about to be swallowed. But the swallow never happens. The wrestler feels it before he understands it. The sensation that his own mass has been redirected, not resisted. His footing shifts. His balance tilts just slightly forward. Not enough to fall, but enough to be wrong. Bruce steps again. A half step. A whisper of movement. The wrestler's chest brushes past Bruce's shoulder instead of colliding with it. His arms wrap, but they wrap space. The connection he needs, the anchor, is missing. The room is silent now. No one speaks. No one moves. The wrestler pulls back, frowning, recalibrating. He exhales sharply through his nose, annoyance flickering across his face. He circles, testing, lowering his stance further, preparing to explode. Bruce mirrors him without mirroring. His feet adjust, but not symmetrically. His weight shifts, but never settles. He looks less like a fighter and more like a variable the wrestler cannot calculate. The third engagement comes faster. The wrestler lunges, driving his shoulder forward, arms wide, intent on lifting, on turning Bruce's body into a lever against itself. This time, there is commitment, real force, real intention. Bruce steps inside the motion, not away from it. Inside. His forearm makes light contact with the wrestler's upper arm. Not a strike, not a block. Just a point of reference. His other hand brushes the man's shoulder, barely there. His hips rotate again, spine aligned, breath releasing as his foot slides into a new line. The wrestler feels his own weight betray him. His momentum continues forward, but Bruce is no longer in front of him. The mat tilts. The room shifts. Gravity seems to change its mind. He stumbles. Not dramatically. Just enough. Enough that Bruce's movement finishes itself. The wrestler's feet leave the mat for an instant. Not lifted, not thrown, simply no longer supported by the balance he assumed was permanent. His body turns, guided, not forced. He lands on his side with a dull, final sound. The impact is real. Heavy. Undeniable. Bruce is already standing. Not above him. Not triumphant. Just there, 3 steps away, breathing evenly, posture unchanged. The entire exchange has taken less than 10 seconds. No one speaks. The wrestler stays where he is for a moment, staring at the ceiling. His chest rises and falls faster than before. He pushes himself up onto one elbow, then sits. He looks at Bruce, confusion replacing confidence. "You didn't fight me," he says quietly. Bruce's expression is calm, almost neutral. He nods once, a small acknowledgement. "If I fight your weight," Bruce replies, "I accept it." He gestures lightly toward the mat. "If I accept it," he continues, "it becomes mine to carry." The wrestler swallows. He stands again, slower now. His shoulders are lower. His stance less rigid. They go again. This time the wrestler hesitates. He circles longer, watching Bruce's feet, his breathing. He tries a feint, an aggressive step meant to draw a reaction. Bruce does not react. He waits. The wrestler commits again, but the certainty is gone. His timing is off by just enough. Bruce shifts once more. Angle. Base. Breath. The wrestler reaches, and again, nothing is there. This time he doesn't fall. He stops himself. But the realization hits harder than the impact before. He cannot make contact. Not cleanly. Not decisively. Every attempt dissolves into imbalance, into wasted effort, into moments where his own mass works against him instead of for him. After several more attempts, the wrestler steps back, hands on his hips, breathing heavy. Sweat beads on his forehead. Bruce hasn't broken rhythm. "You're not stronger than me," the wrestler says, not defensively, but searching. Bruce nods again. "No," he says, "but you are stronger than yourself." The men along the walls exchange glances. What they're seeing doesn't fit neatly into any category they know. There's no throw to analyze, no technique to copy, no display of domination to celebrate. Just absence. The absence of resistance, the absence of collision, the absence of weight where weight was supposed to be decisive. The wrestler sits down on the edge of the mat, elbows on his knees, staring at the floor. All my life, he says slowly, they taught me to put my weight on people. Bruce sits opposite him, folding his legs easily, unguarded. And all my life, Bruce replies, they taught me to stop people from putting weight where it doesn't belong. There is no declaration of victory, no handshake for an audience, no story prepared for retelling. Only a quiet understanding settling into the room. That weight is only powerful when it meets resistance. That dominance only works when someone agrees to stand still beneath it. Outside, the sun has fully disappeared. The room is lit now by overhead lights, casting long shadows across the mat. The men who witnessed this will later struggle to explain it. Some will say the wrestler wasn't trying hard enough. Others will insist it was a trick, an illusion of speed and timing exaggerated by expectation. There will be arguments, doubt, dismissal, because the truth they glimpsed that evening is inconvenient. It suggests that power does not belong to size, that control does not require force, that the ground itself is neutral until someone decides how to use it. No record will exist of this meeting. No footage, no official acknowledgement, only memory, and the unsettling idea that the heaviest thing in a fight is not the body, but the assumption that weight must always win. Bruce Lee leaves the gym quietly that night. No speeches, no explanations, just a man walking into the dark, carrying nothing he did not need. The wrestler remains behind, seated on the mat long after the others have gone, replaying the feeling of reaching for certainty and finding only space. And that question will follow him for years. If weight failed here, what else has he been holding that was never truly his to control?